Yo, I'm heading into work, but I want to do a little quick video. I recorded something yesterday, but it was kind of long, so I got to edit that shit down. But I wanted to post something and keep the momentum going, you know? Like, quick lesson today. I guess, when was the last time you forgave yourself? Like, when... Like, I don't know. I think a lot of us, we got a lot of regrets in life, and we tend to run away from it. Like, we made a lot of mistakes, and we tend to run away from it instead of facing it. Ooh, shit. Oh my god, yo, people do crazy shit on the road. But, like, I've been thinking about this a lot recently because I have some, like, regrets about my past relationship. You know, there's some guilt in some of my past actions. You know, nothing. Hold on, let me just park real quick so I get some lighting. But there's some guilt sometimes when I think about my past relationship because, you know, there's moments that I didn't act as cordial as I want to. Like, I'll lose my temper, and then sometimes I'll yell, and then, like, that doesn't make me feel good that I did that. And I guess, like, I gotta come on to this. Like, I also wanted to, like, speak about this because I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people talk about, like, past relationships and their exes, and then they put a lot of the blame on their ex. And I could do the same. Like, there was flaws in my ex where she did, like, similar behavior, and she, like, had spoken to me how she felt guilty about how she treated me. And so, like, this isn't to, like, point blame on anyone, but just to speak upon the emotional journey of, like, forgiving yourself. Because you gotta admit that you did wrong first to forgive yourself. Because a lot of people be in denial that they did wrong. Because that, your ego kind of sometimes stops you from doing that. Like, nah, that was justified. Like, they deserve this. Like, me lashing out like them. And sometimes, yeah, they do. But sometimes people could deserve some kind of retaliation without it being to the extreme. You know, like, I think being emotionally stable is important. You can't just explode on people. You know. But that's just, like, my personal example. I guess, think about, like, when was the last time you forgave yourself? You know? Maybe that could be also failing at something. You know, like, I feel like a lot of people beat themselves up because they did ass on a test or some shit like that. Or, like, they were really passionate about this project and then they fucked it up somehow. And now they're, like, beating themselves like, oh, I'm so stupid. And it's like, no, you're learning. You know? I feel like sometimes we're not gentle on ourselves, so then we're not gentle on people around us. And I definitely think that's, like, what happened to me in the past. Like, I wasn't in the best mental state, I guess. Even though I thought I was in a good mental state. Looking back, I'm like, oh, I could have been better. Like, I didn't sat down and really like digest some things that were sitting in my head, you know. Like, I think we gotta take a step back and really situate ourselves, because you can't just go through life always putting yourself down, or you just can't go through life setting aside mistakes that has happened, because a lot of times mistakes are lessons. You gotta dissect the mistake and understand what lesson that was supposed to teach you. And I guess that's sometimes, a lot of times that's hard, because like, say in my example, I've hurt someone that I cared about a lot, you know. So and a lot of times you're like, nah, like I'm not that bad, you know. But that was fucked up what I did in the past, you know. And like, I don't know, like, we already talked about it, like, me and my ex before. We talked about like this a little bit, and we kind of patched some stuff up. But of course, there's still like resentment because we didn't patch things up all the way. Because I don't know, I think another regret is that like letting resentment build up because of ego. And I think a lot of people can relate about that in relationships. Like, it's not just like talking about my own experience. Like, I see that a lot in other relationships. People let resentment build up, and they allow these like malice emotions to destroy the relationship from the inside. So you got like, I already got like a video of like selfish forgiveness, and you like should forgive other people for your own sake. But sometimes I think people don't forgive themselves, and then they lash out at other people. So you gotta also forgive yourself, you know. Like, forgiveness is weird, like, but it's important to go through it. You gotta forgive yourself for doing bad, and you gotta forgive yourself for not reaching expectations. You gotta forgive yourself for, what was the other day? Accidents, maybe something you didn't mean to happen did happen. You gotta forgive yourself for that, because sometimes you gotta forgive yourself for like things you can't control that affect other people that you did, you know. Like, life is tricky. Life has a lot of shit in it, and you gotta kind of roll with the punches. Now, also, I'm not saying like excuse yourself, you know, because that, a lot of times people do that to like be like, oh, I'm not that bad, and it's like, no, that was bad. I learned my lesson, and now I'm gonna be better, you know. Like, you gotta sit down and think about that, and can't just like brush things off. But I gotta get to work now. I think, yeah, that's better. That's a good lesson. So forgive yourself, whatever. It's not gonna happen overnight. Maybe cry about it. I'm not memeing, but like, seriously, I don't know what people have done, so but yeah, crying is okay. You know, crying actually helps you heal, so do it. It's not like non-masculine and stuff like that, but it's just a human experience. I think we need to focus on human experiences. But I enjoy bless. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay dangerous, and peace out.